Hey paintballers, this is day 2 of my 30 videos in 30 days challenge. Yesterday's quality seemed to turn out pretty well as far as video quality and sound goes, so it's a little bit early. Got my coffee and we're going to talk about our first of 7 movements, the squat. And I said yesterday, this is the one I prioritize the most as it relates to a training program. That means as far as people's workouts go, I think the squat is the single most powerful exercise that people can have in their exercise program. So that's why I prioritize it at number 1, and at number 2, which we'll talk about tomorrow, is the hinge. But let's try to get through this pretty quickly and talk about the squat. I'm looking for something I can get a visual up for you guys with. Hold on just a second. Okay, I meant to have my tablet out so that I had a larger screen, but on my website you can actually see, focus here, that the squat is something you will see in paintball, and you'll see it like that in big games more often because people will be out in the woods and they'll either see something or hear something and they'll get low, and that's what I want you to think about more. Not so much the squat, but just getting low and then getting high, because that is something a lot of tournament paintballers, which I think is the majority of my audience, will do, is you will duck and you will stand and you will lean this way, but you're using your legs to lower your body and then to lift your body, and that is where the squat is going to become the most powerful for your paintball game. Yeah, in the sport, you are probably never going to do the squat the way you do it in training, but that's fine. That's actually nearly every single sport out there. Rarely does your exercise squat look exactly like your athletic performance squat, your sport performance, your in-game squat variation. The reason we do it a certain way, very symmetrical, very aligned in training, is because that's the safest place to load the body and train it to a point of stress. The stronger and stronger you get in that safe, well-aligned, good technique position, the safer you're going to be when you go outside of that alignment and outside of that particular, symmetry. So it's totally okay that your squat on the field is never going to look like the one we do in the gym. It's all about just being the safest we can in training so that you are more and more injury resistant outside of training. But that's really all it comes down to, is the reason we do a squat for the game of paintball is because we are constantly standing up tall so we can look out, look high on the bunker, get into a different area. Maybe we were down below a second ago, they're shooting down there, we want to get above their paint, so we look up, and then vice versa. Sometimes we need to get down to take cover, to get a different shot. So we are always in paintball going up, going down, and the squat is what's going to facilitate how easy or hard that is for us. So it's very important to be doing the squat. Now, because paintball is a game of nearly entirely body weight, yeah, we'll have a pack around our hips, so we might be carrying another 20 pounds on us, but the big thing we want to do for training for paintball with the squat is more endurance based. We don't need to be chasing our 1 rep max. It helps, and we definitely want to see our 1 rep max move up over time. But you don't need to be doing your 1 rep max to increase your 1 rep max. For paintball, I would say you never need to go heavier than what your 5 rep max is. I would also make sure that you are regularly, if not every single week, at least every other week, make sure you're doing sets of like 10, 12, 15. Endurance sets are going to be way more beneficial to how you feel, how you perform on the field, than shorter, heavier sets. So no need to go into explanation or detail of exactly how many sets to do, exactly how many reps to do. Just try to go into the gym with the idea that I need to be doing some endurance sets. I should also be challenging my strength, but never to the point where I'm doing something I can only do 4, 3, 2, 1 times. That's what 5 rep max means. Always be able to do it 5 times. Not only will that still increase your true maximal strength, but it's also safer because it's a weight that you can do more times rather than a weight that you can do less. So hopefully that was short enough and informative. If you have more specific or detailed questions that you want about the squat, like yesterday, comment down below because I will need ideas for 20 plus more videos throughout this series, and I would love the assistance on what you would like to see me do a video about. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the hinge, and again, any ideas at all, whether they're related to any of these specific movements I mentioned in yesterday's video, or if it's something completely different, if it's even something about gear that might help your fitness or help protect you from injuries or get around certain movement inabilities, let me know. I would love to hear your questions and answer them however I can. All right, even though it's early, both my boys are up, so I gotta go, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.